Hey there, Randy Pistol here with the Valentine Goose Channel. Coming at you in the rain, parked in a park. Just got off work and I got an appointment. Sometimes it's just not enough time to go home and sit at home and then get in the car and come all the way back. So I'm just chilling for the next couple minutes, waiting for time to pass. Yeah, this is just a teaser trailer, a trailer, because I'm going to have big news in about 2 weeks. And I just can't wait. I was going to tell it today, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait for 2 weeks. And then I'm going to go to Denver. Woo! So, yeah, it's going to be fun. Watch the official channels. My official channels are the Facebook page, the Reddit group, and the Twitter account. Usually if I post anything, it's just on the Facebook page, but when it's a big, major, huge, freaking huge news, it's going to be everywhere. So anyway, yeah, this is me trying to kill time. I just ate a burrito. So, I can't wait to get home and get to sleep because I'm beat. I was supposed to haul garbage up from the basement, but in this rain, I'm not going to. I would like to roll my window down, but I am surrounded by a big swarm of insects. And I still got more time to kill. So what's new? What can I talk about? This isn't live, so there's no chat. Let's see. Anything in the forest fen hunt. I know a lot of people are like, and I'm lucky that I don't have. Well, you guys are lucky that I don't have wrenches in like all the chat rooms, because as soon as someone says, "Oh, listen to you spouting lies again," and I'm like, "Oh, so you don't want to be here?" Boom, 5-minute timeout. As a blue wrench, that's all I can do is 5-minute timeout and then hide their post. And someone's like, "Hey, oh, look at you spouting, passing around lies again and falling for lies," and I would just be like, "Poop, poop, poop, poop. You're gone, you're gone, you're gone." There'd be like 3 people left in the chat, and one of them would be Hooli. So, but anyway, I might go live when the big news drops. I do have other news though. My friend, she has been, I think it's around 2 years. It might be over 2 years. She's 2 years sober. She just got her bachelor's degree. I mean, look what was. It's just crazy. So this is something she's wanted to do since she was a little girl, and of course she fell into that celebrity thing, and she hung out with people that were just supplying her with drugs and booze and everything else. And when she moved in with me, she was just really drinking a lot, and she was drinking so much I'd have to take her to the ER, and the doctors would be like, "She's just drinking too much." And I'm like, "But she's telling me that there's this and this and this," and they're like, "No, it's just she's drinking too much." And it was really, that's kind of what pushed me to push her to get into rehab, where these doctors talking to me about what alcoholism is like and stuff. And she, when you're that bad, you can't just stop because that could kill you. And so we got her into rehab. She became sober, and then she got like clarity, and I think that's great. And so she went through rehab, and she's started working in a job that she's wanted since she was a little kid, and she left everything behind her. And so from that, she was like, "Oh," she looked into getting a bachelor's degree, and she's like, "I could do this." And she just finished her bachelor's degree. She just got her little, do they call it a diploma with a bachelor's? I only have associate's degree, so I just got all these documents. So, but she's got her thing, and I got that on the wall. and she just started working on her master's degree, and I think she's 2 or 3 classes into her master's degree. And I'm as proud as a Papa Bear, it's just like, uh, it was all her. She's the one that made the decision to go into rehab and to do this and to change your lifestyle. And there's still times I'm like, that's one of the things I promised is I would never ask her to use her background to like promote my book or anything. But there's times I'm like, hey, if you just, a single post from you could probably sell 100, 500 books. So, but no, I resist that urge, and I'm quite happy with everything. And I couldn't be more proud. I couldn't be more happy. And I'm just glad. I'm glad she's doing something. She's like, I'm happy. I never thought I would be happy. I never thought I would be in a place in my life where I'm doing what I want to do. And, she gets rewards for what she does. And it's just the best feeling ever. So that is great news. And like I said, there's treasure hunt news coming in about 2 weeks, I would think. Unless my meeting that's in a half hour goes really bad. I might get sent to Easton, Pennsylvania. And that's right where my other girlfriend lives. I hope she doesn't watch this because she's my friend. She's not a girlfriend. She's my friend. But oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. So anyway, I'm sitting here sweltering. And what's going on with Forrest Fenn? I always look at the simplest terms, and I always just speak my mind. But at first I'm just like, Jack found it. Jack solved the puzzles. He found it. I don't think anyone gave him any hints already. I still don't. I know that there was lots of talk about Fenn ending the hunt, and that leads credence to he wanted to end the hunt, and then suddenly this guy found it. I think that's just a coincidence, and I think Jack found it, and that's it. I've been through the auction process. I know it takes a long time. They have to make catalogs. They have to print the catalogs. They have to assess everything. They take pictures of every minute detail. And it took a while for one object for me, and it was a golden snail with pink diamonds. And excuse me. And to do it with a treasure chest that has... This is a question I would like to answer. How many objects were in the treasure chests? It looked like hundreds of gold coins and nuggets and little trinkets and stuff. So I was just wondering how many objects were in the treasure chests, because that would be an interesting thing to know. And yeah, I still think he solved it, and people are saying no, you're wrong, if that's your real name. And just like, no, that can't be. I don't think he got a nudge. I don't think he got hints. I don't think anything happened. I think he figured something out, and found it, and I think it was just sitting so long, he might have walked past it a couple times, and that's what happens. And I'm still working on Naimo Spec. I pick that up like once a week. I'll pick it up and play with it. And Candy won't tell me what she knows. So, and you guys, some of you probably don't even know these people, but I think we all travel in the same circles, so I'll drop names if I can. So anyway, that, the Hunt for History. I almost took this vacation to go to Indiana and just spend like a week in Washington County doing the Hunt for History. But I thought, no, I want to go to Denver. I want to do some rock hounding. You can't see it, but I put a roof rack up here, and I have a door that perfectly fits on the floor. So when I go camping, I can throw the door up on the roof, climb up on the roof, and watch for UFOs. I can either put a chair up there on the door, or I have a mattress. See, this whole seat, these seats all fold down to make a bed. This is a micro camper, and these seats fold down to make a bed. And to add to that, I have a futon that perfectly fits over the seats, and that futon perfectly fits on the door. So it's like, hey, I can sleep in the car if it's raining, or throw the door up on the roof and go up on the roof if it's not. And I'm camping in a Great Plains area, so it's just like all horizon. It's just nothing but horizon. It's going to be a new moon. It's going to be so much fun. But I'm going to Denver first to verify a few things and make a few videos. And I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. I know Kalazar said, hey, why don't you go to one of the sites that we know for sure is solved and do a video from that site? And I'm like, but what site has been for sure solved? Ooh. So somebody tell me a site that's for sure solved, and I'll go there and make a video. If it's for sure solved. I think he just wants to verify that some of the sites are solved. And there's some sites that aren't solved, and I just, every time I see that and see them talking about it, and I'm not being mean, I'm not being braggy, I just don't think I should give out hints and clues. I wanted this hunt to be solved on its own. And it's like, it can't do that if I give out hints and clues. So when I see not somebody, but like nobody getting the right thing, and yes, I do, they're so close, and I want to say something, but I can't. I gotta let it go. And if it takes, and I always say 30 years, if it takes 30 years, it takes 30 years. But I don't know what it would take for me to give out any kind of major clue, but there are some things that are like right in front of people and they're not getting it, and I just like, oh, it drives me crazy. And I can talk about that because I wrote it. But and I go through it, and I'll look at what they're doing, and I'll look at the thing, and I'm like, no, this is solvable. There's not a missing step, there's not a missing letter, there's not something that makes it unsolvable. And I use the Zodiac Killer. They just solved one of his ciphers that have been unsolved for like 20 years, 30, I don't know how long ago. I think it's even more, 40 years. But the reason it went unsolved for so long was because he made a lot of mistakes in his ciphering. Once they had the code down, they realized he was misspelling words and stuff. And he had an exception right in the middle. Like the code goes for so many words, and then there's a different code for a couple words, and then the same code goes, and then there's all these mistakes and stuff, and that made it it was just someone with a computer. Well, it was like a consortium of people all around the world with these mega computers that just did the number crunching, and they found out that it was like a spiral diagonal, but in one part he went a different way, and then there was all the spelling mistakes and coding mistakes, and then they used that to apply it to another unsolved code and figured that one out. I mean, it's just so cool. But I go through it, I'm like, there's no mistakes, this is solvable. Someone is going to just have an aha moment, and there it is. And that's when I'll be like, oh, I'm so proud of that person. But yeah, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be withholding or anything. I just want it to go on its own merits. And yeah. So anyway, what time is it? I can't see my clock because my phone is my camera right now, and I don't have a watch on. Ooh, what is that? I was playing with the cat last night. I guess I didn't realize. Oh. Anyway, I'm not cutting myself. I went to see a doctor, and she went, I'm going to say this as nicely as possible. are you cutting yourself? And I went, no, I have cats. Because, I mean, if you look at the back of my, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's just scratches and dots. And it's like the back of my hands are just scar tissue. Oh, but I'm like, no, Doc, I own cats. That's all I got. 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks for the big news. And I think that came out to the 29th or somewhere around there. So around the 29th, I think that's the Friday, and I'll do a video on the Friday or the Saturday after that. But I guess I'm going to go get ready for my meeting. I have my meeting with my boss at 8, and then I have to go over to another meeting. And I'm just out of work, and I'm so tired, and I got to stay away from the meetings. But anyway, have fun. Work on hunts. I know there's hunts in Minnesota. I know there's people. It just drives me crazy when people have a hunt and they're so eager to have someone solve it, and they make it easy. I don't know how you could make money when you put $10,000 down and someone finds it in 10 days. I mean, you just have to have that money, I guess, to throw away to do that sort of thing, and then do the promotion and the whatever else you're doing. Because I'm almost certain. In fact, I will say I'm certain they lost money on that, and they want to do another bigger one. And I'm like, well, then don't make it easy. The Whistle Pig. That was more my inspiration, was like the Whistle Pig and the Secret, and these ones that have been out there for a long time with people not giving clues. And Naomi Speck, don't give clues. I think she gave a clue out to somebody. I read it in one of the forums or something I didn't know, and I was like, well, how'd they know that? And I went back to the video, and she posted something. I'm like, oh no, don't do that. Don't give clues. Don't give hints and clues. What's the difference? So anyway, 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks. And we'll move on from there, and then I'll go to Denver, and we'll have fun in Denver. If you think of something for me to do in Denver, put it in the comments below. Subscribe. If I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'll give a major clue. 10,000. I know that's impossible, but that's when you get the plaque from YouTube, and I want a plaque. So anyway, I'll let you go, and you guys take care.